Hello guys, welcome back to I'm Not God. My name is Lemon. What's up, my beautiful air conditioners? Let's get right into the news. Let's see. Let's tell. Misspelled tell slash tell. Mr. Eyeball left 2 max. Let's see. 9 whiz, 23 dex, 12 def. We can do the def. Oh, it's max def. Lol, get wrecked. Alright, so abysses, they drop from Medusas. They drop from Medusas. Lucky thing that there's a lot of Medusas right here. Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Don't play around when you're angry. Because then you'll die. Alright, here's an abyss. Abby. Oh, crystal. I'll do the crystal. Should I? Alright, there's an actual crystal, so. There we go. We'll stun it. Alright, it's getting damaged. Energy swelling within. Stun. Stun it, stun it, stun it. Attack. Stun. Oh, the Jin. Stun it. Ooh. Let's see what I get. A death. Yeah. Alright, we're not gonna do the Deadwater docks. So Skyping people, no. Alright. We're not gonna do the Deadwater docks, I'll probably die. So let's just look for some more abysses. But I can't solo them, so we're gonna need some other people. Looking for partner. UDL, sure, why not? No, I'll stick around with you, maybe. No one ever wants to see your face. Probably talking to the person that's saying Skype me every 5 seconds. Your mom does. Wait, what? Alright, I nexused. I almost died. Let's go into Golem this time, I guess. Home of the Mad God is loading. Skyping. Oh, okay, that's it. Alright, you're getting blocked. Please just shut up already. If someone wanted to Skype you, they would Skype you already. Stop spamming chat with wanting to Skype people. Alright, if you drop a puppet, it'll go in. Alright. Beholder. Okay, that's it. Just die already. Block button. You use best button in history. What? Fuck. Alright, I'm almost broken. Might die. No, please donate. Oh my god. The day of ignoring everybody. I did Kabam slide by. No, it's April Fool's Day. Kabam slid by. No chicken. Kabam slid by. So every year, instead of Oryx the Mad God, there's a chicken. This year, Kabam didn't put the chicken in. Kabam, why you do this? Because it was actually a pretty cool event. There was this really cool spread and everything for it. I wish I could have recorded it. Yeah, Kabam slid by. It's not happening this year. Alright, let's see. Anyone gonna go into any of these? I'll go in with you. You can know. Alright, you're rushing. Let's get in the corner. And pause. Not safe enough to pause. Alright, I'll just wait over here. You're gonna drag. Just in case you want to drag on me. I'll be watching. I know, it looks like he's clearing. I'm sorry I'm being a very annoying human today, but I can't solo this, and I also can't clear this. You know what? Yeah, I should probably help. Yeah, probably not, actually. I'm gonna die. I'm so dead, I'm so dead, I'm so dead. Alright, you're getting pretty close. Alright, here we are. Yeah, you're just gonna rush in, aren't you? Alright, purple bag. Maybe we can get some attack from the red demons. Oh, maybe we actually got a decent item from the purple bag. Dragon soul. We'll drop it in Nexus or something. That's what I get for leeching. That's what I get for leeching. 5 minutes in. Still got nothing done whatsoever. This is gonna be a very long series. Alright, let's drag all of them into one thing and then we'll try to get in and stun all of them. Sprite God at level 3. Why are you in Godlands at level 3? Like, seriously, why is there so many messages nowadays saying that people are dying at level 3 to, like, cube gods? Looks like you're going in. So I'll go in as well. Oh, all of you guys are strong, but me. Gonna rush? Doesn't look like it's all held clear. What spell do you have on? It's a pretty cool looking spell. It looked like the Acclaim Sword. I swear, if we do all of the work and then we get to a dead end, I'm gonna, like, stream myself killing myself. Probably not. I'm just gonna get very, 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 very mad at Cram for making a dungeon like that. What are you, 08? I think that person might be 08. Because they're like, staying back and not how much does it do to you? Sorry for testing this out. Alright, so it does 23 to you, 15 to me, so yeah, you're probably 08. No, but triggered! Alright. Yeah, do me a favor and not die with that crystal sword, I'll feel very bad. Scoodle isn't helping whatsoever. Scoodle probably. It was just a little Scoodle. Old Scoodle puff. Got it. Probably shouldn't nexus at that, but hey, I lived, so no real harm done, right? I don't know why lava doesn't, like, in video games, lava usually does damage very slowly to you, but in real life, lava just, like, you would die within a second. Like, all the heat. Oh, I forgot it. I thought I was a warrior and that I can buff that person and make that die pretty quickly, but nope. Yeah, in real life, like, say Minecraft, for example, you would die pretty quick, actually, if you stepped in lava, but you could still get out of it. But in real life, if you stepped in lava, said all of the heat will travel through you, and you'll die pretty quickly. Not pretty quick, like, I think I was watching a video on this. Was it? I think it was within a millisecond you'll die. Don't quote me on that, but it's, like, it's somewhere around a millisecond. Maybe it was like 5 milliseconds. I don't know. It was less than a second, I think. It was something less than a second. That was pretty close. Let's just rush, boss. Sorry, I know you guys said to clear, but I don't have enough time to clear. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'll have to explain it to them in a second. Alright, blue bag. Probably. No. Fit. Alrighty. Guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. But, alright, let's drink this fit. How much fit do we need? I'm not too sure. Oh my god, is that like a heat wave? Heat waves are pretty annoying. Slash tell Mr. Eyeball left to max. Let's see how much fit. 22 vit, 9 was 11 MP. We're not maxing those two. Those two are way too expensive, but we need 3 more stats till 8-8. I mean till 6-8, and then I guess the series is over. I'm sorry, but I like this series a lot. Alright, we can probably solo them. I mean, it's a lot easier to do it with friends, but I think we can handle this. That way, so we're gonna want to go this way. Alright, I'm gonna drag you guys out here. And there we go. And, like, I have no problem with games that are... Yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about how unrealistic games are, like... And I have no problem with games that are unrealistic for the sake of being a fantasy game. Those are good. But games that pretend to be, like, the most realistic thing on Earth, but actually they're just realistic, but in the manner of their visuals are realistic and stuff, but they aren't really that realistic, like, at all. Yeah. I don't know why, that just sort of triggers me. Triggered. Nah. I mean, some of them are fun, like, Call of Duty is one of those games, and it's actually pretty fun. I don't play it too often, just for the sake of, I don't really adore the gory shooter games. My brother does, but my personal preference, I don't really like that kind of game, but I've played it. It's not a horrible game, it just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I know lots of people that are really big in that game, like, not big, but my cousin, his YouTube is like it's Vora, I think. I forgot what clan he was in, but to find him you need to search XAOX Vora, or XAOX Nebula, I don't know. He lives in Florida, but he's a really, really big Call of Duty player. Like, I've tried playing with him, he's really good, but I don't really like those kinds of games. I mean, you can buy manners, you can consider Realm a fantasy shooter, but it's not. It's really it's a bullet hell game, not a shooter. Those are two genres that lots of people seem to get confused. Like, people seem to think that just because you can shoot stuff, that automatically makes it a shooter. No, it doesn't really work like that. Shooters are games where you take guns, and it's like PvP. Not always, but for the most part, it's PvP. This is a MMO bullet hell online RPG shooter thingy. And I like it's a very unique styled game. I think on Steam it says it's the first of its kind. I'm not really sure how true that is, but I don't know. It just seems pretty true. Seems like something that would be pretty true. Alright, this is a pretty big room. Yeah, it seems like because I haven't seen a game like Realm ever, actually. I've seen bullet hell games. It's not claiming to be the first bullet hell game, but I've never seen an MMO bullet hell game. That's why I think it's one of, if not the first of its kind. Alright, we're soloing, so we're guaranteed a death and vit. Let's clear the whites first. I only didn't clear because I didn't really have enough time to clear. I know these guys can drop attack potions on occasion. Not really on occasion, pretty commonly actually. The sort of mini bosses like the native sprite gods in Sprite World have a very high chance of dropping attack. I think, is attack like always dropped mainly by the mini gods that you would find outside of the realm in the dungeon? Possibly, actually. I'm not really sure about that. Don't quote me on that, please. Alright, let's activate the boss. Stun it. Keep stunning it. Alright, so it's gonna turn tiny now. And now it's gonna be really annoying to hit. I should have saved my stun for this phase so I can just sit on it. Oh god, are you gonna... Oh, now he's giant. Alright. I don't know what's so appealing about his design. Like, what's he supposed to do? Supposed to be? I can't tell where it stops and where it ends. I think that's a Jontron quote. Oh, lol, what? Oh, these are the zingies. Do we have to clear them? I don't think so. Alright, there we go. Just fit in death. Let's just run another abyss. Maybe get a D-blade. I'd love a D-blade, actually. That would be a pretty cool thing to get. Oh, these are those things from inside of the dungeon. And yes, I've been aware that they do not only just spawn in the dungeon. TP lab, oh my god, yeah. April Fool's joke. Oh, actually, it's a lab. Wow, alright. I can get down with this. I chop in my trains. Well, hello, guys. Oh, 2 lab tables. Don't break the tables. So guys, if you didn't know, in this dungeon, the tables give you an extra chance of a UT. In case you didn't know, it's a pretty cool fact. It's a little factoid for you guys. Right, there we go. There we go. Confusion in this game has to be my least favorite debuff. I mean, they're all terrible, don't get me wrong. I don't like having any of them. Weaken just reduces your DPS by 1,000,000. But if I had to choose one to just get rid of in the game, it would have to be Confusion. Like, what's the deal with Confusion is, if you get confused, it's over. You're gonna have to Nexus. Unless you can tank all of the shots that you get, you're gonna have to Nexus, because Confusion. So it'll change your pattern of, yeah, I think you saw it there. It'll change the pattern of what you walk in. So that's a big problem if you're gonna try to rush something, especially like I'm doing. Like, trying to rush something while confused is pretty annoying, and I know that some people know how to confuse control, which is basically knowing how to get around it, and like knowing what controls change to what while you're confused. But I'm not one of those people. I'm for the people that don't know how to confuse control. You could die from confusion. Like, I've seen like lots of people just pop from being confused. Alright, here we are. I'm probably not going to do second. Can I get to loot, though? What do you have, anyway? Sky Splitter, cool. Oh! Popped by a green potion. I've seen that happen quite a lot. A white bag. Ooh, Mad Lab Robe. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh. But rep slash tell that thou doth rep. Yeah, I'd assume you'd rage quit. Not, like, permanently, but... Oh, that must suck. Like, I've seen lots of people get popped by the... There's lots of things you can get insta-popped by. I think I got insta-popped on my warrior by O2's shotgun. Let's just dump this in here. Like, there's lots of things that'll insta-kill you in this game, but if I had, like, O2 is probably the most common, but the second most common would probably have to be Oryx 1. But the third most common has to be green potions, because those can do a lot of damage. I'm not sure about the exact number, but I've seen it insta-pop 8/8s even. There's a new realm I'm not going to go in. But, like, I don't even think that insta-popping is fair. I don't think that... And I've seen people get... Not witnessed, but I know that people get banned for ent-sitting, which is pretty much sitting on this enemy, and you'll insta-pop the second that you teleport. Why did I just go into this dungeon? Yeah, ent-pop. Ent-sitting is when you sit on this mob and it'll kill you, like, instantly. And people call out really cool stuff, and then you teleport to them, and then you die. Which is an unfair death, of course, but do you know what Kabam can do to resolve that? That's right. They can, you know, they could make it so that you're invincible for, like, 5 seconds after teleporting. I think that would be pretty cool. How long have we been recording? 12 minutes. We'll do one more dungeon, and then I'll see you guys later. I also do hear people coming in, so. And whenever I'm home alone, this happens to me as well, but my friend is the one that mentioned this to me. Like, whenever I'm home alone, I usually watch creepypastas of, like, the deep web and people getting kidnapped. And my friend actually, he didn't get kidnapped. At least I don't think. This happened yesterday. But he was home alone and he got a window. Like, his game, like, his computer is right next to a window. He sees a flash from outside. No, I don't think there was a thunderstorm at the time. But, yeah, he got spooked. Not gonna mention his name. I mean, if you want, you can comment, because I do think that he knows of my YouTube channel. If you want, you can comment. I'll put your name in the description if you really want to, but I don't see why you'd want me to. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, like, creepypastas are really cool. My favorite creepypasta would have to be the Russian sleep experiment. That's a really cool one. And you see, this is what I was talking about with confusion. It's the most annoying thing in the game. Has to be. It just messes with your head. You have to do the opposite of what the game tells you to do in the tutorial, which is moving. I usually just stand still while I'm confused, but in some instances, that's really not an option. In some instances, you just have to nexus, which isn't a very good thing, but gotta do what you gotta do, am I right? Like, you gotta put a dead end there. That's what you have to do. Otherwise, you might make people happy in life. And you don't want to do that, Kabam, now, do you? Yeah, I see a lot of posts about Kabam, like, just hoarding all of the money and not caring about the fans. But, I really although I don't think what Kabam is doing with the game and adding in-game purchases is right, I certainly don't see why they're, like, it's a free-to-play game. Like, in case you guys didn't know, Realm is a free-to-play game. So, of course, there's going to be some microtransactions inside of that. And sure, they could have just put ads in. But who wants ads? Certainly not me. I'd prefer some people being able to pay to win this game than having ads pop up every 5 seconds. I mean, heck, I probably wouldn't even be recording Realm of the Mad God content if there was ads, because every 5 seconds there'd be ads, and I don't know, copyright. It's just not something that I would want to deal with, so I'm definitely glad that I'm not glad that they put microtransactions in. They could have full well just kept it the way it was and just added upon it. But it's not what they did, and as the player, we really can't change that. They did what they did, and we have to be fine with that no matter what, because, you know, they own the rights to Realm of Mad God. We don't. And no, I'm not some spokesman for Realm, obviously. I wish I was. That would be pretty cool. Quiet bullets. I don't know why I just drank 2 potions to bring up my MP, but I did. Maybe I wanted to stun it, so I don't get 9 damage every 5 seconds. Ooh, blue bag. Alright, mana. Not mana, wisdom. Well, that's it for this day. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.